All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
All right, here we go back again on the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. It's so good to be back. So good to be talking to each and every one of you guys. So good to be doing a stream. Boxing Day test match. I was going to say, I'm thinking about cricket. Boxing Day football matches. Of course, cricket's on as well, to be honest. Australia is absolutely slapping England left, right, and centre. And India's playing South Africa. I can already see Karthik saying that Miz watching your stream and India versus South Africa test match together. Thank you so much. Marvo, big up Miz. Thank you heaps. But yeah, football is upon us on Boxing Day. This is fantastic. We get to talk about football. We get to talk about a whole heap of different news that's flying around. Obviously, there's going to be a watch along. And if you guys have missed out on the preview, do check that out. The preview is live at the moment in the videos. But we're here today to cover some Chelsea news. Why not? Why not? Let's cover some Chelsea news, ladies and gentlemen. And let's see what you guys have to say about some of these news. Antonio Rudiger, bad boy Matt Law. When bad boy Matt Law tweets anything about Chelsea, generally, you got to take him seriously. And you got to take him even more seriously when he talks about Rudiger. There's history with Matt Law and Rudiger stuff and whatnot. But look, this whole Rudiger situation, I think we all kind of expected this is what was going to happen. And now it seems like it's quite imminent. I don't think he's going to stick around at Chelsea. And it's quite sad, to be honest. Past 12 months, Rudiger has been exemplary. He's been fantastic. And he's been one of Thomas Tuchel's big-time players. He's been under Thomas Tuchel, I don't even go as far as saying that he's been world-class. He's been world-class. And he's played a strong role in our success in recent times under Thomas Tuchel. So it's going to be sad. It's going to be sad losing a player like him. And I want to know from each and every one of you guys about this news. And of course, we're going to talk about possible replacements. What has happened in this whole situation? I'll read out the news from Matt Law's article very soon. And also, we want to touch on John Terry. John Terry returning to Chelsea Football Club, ladies and gentlemen. I think this is a very big news. And this is something we're going to enjoy quite a lot, talking about the whole John Terry situation coming back to Chelsea in the academy setup. I think this is quite big. If you really deep it, to have a figurehead like John Terry in the development of the academy players, him working alongside Thomas Tuchel, I'm pretty sure they'll be in sync. They'll be talking to each other. Thomas Tuchel's philosophy, what he wants to see from the players, what type of football he wants them to play. I think it's very important because at the end of the day, these academy players, they'll have a better chance of making it into Thomas Tuchel's side if they already know the kind of football that Thomas Tuchel wants to see. And then on top of that, having a particular mentor, a figurehead like John Terry, I think that's going to be fantastic for the development of these youth players. So we'll talk about all of these very, very soon. But before we do that, nearly 35 of you guys are live right now. We're going to try and aim for 100 likes for the stream. First of all, let's smash the like button. Only 6 likes, nearly 40. Let's get the likes up to 35 immediately, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to do a shout out to each and every one of you guys. Season's greetings to each and one of you guys. Hope you guys are having a very good holiday season. Wherever you are, all around the world, hope you've had lovely time with the family. I've certainly had amazing time with the family. I had a barbecue at my parents' place yesterday with my entire family. And then today ended up watching Spider-Man. I'm not sure if you guys have seen the latest movie, Spider-Man No Way Home. It was quite interesting. It was a good movie. So watched that with my cousins, which was very, very good. So yeah, smash the like button. Get those likes up to nearly 35 if we can. Keep smashing those like button. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. But yeah, let's do a shout out. Let me know what you guys been up to during this whole Christmas break. What you guys been doing and where you guys tuning in from. Let me know. Let me shout out some of you guys from the comments. Marvo, really good to see you, my man. Big up, Miz. Great to see Marvo. Marvo is actually turning out to be a very, very good supporter of mine. You know, constantly DMing me and keeping me updated with all the latest news. So I do appreciate that, Marvo, a lot. Kartik Sharma, good to see you. Miz, watching your stream and India versus South Africa test match together. Really, really good. This is what I want to see. You know, fans having multiple screens open, watching one sport here, watching a stream here. It's really, really good to see. Tumo CL, big up everyone. Big up everyone. Tumo CL, big up to you as well. Honestly, my man, good to see you. Frazor, I guess board have decided Jules Koundé. Yet this is one of the possible replacement, and I think it's high time. It's high time we finalize this deal. Whether it's in January, whether it's in the summer, this needs to be done. And there'll be teams circulating around Jules Koundé. Don't think it's going to be a walk in the park for us and we just come in and sweep. Real Madrid are monitoring this player as well. DK Ezeke, good to see you, my man. Aloisi, my man. Great to see you. Merry Christmas, Miz. Merry Christmas to you as well, my man. I think we signed Koundé in January. That's it. And possible Dinya on loan. Yep. Left wing back is a very, very interesting position that we need to think about. Really appreciated the Red Wolf. Appreciate the super chat. Everyone that donates and provides super chats to the channel. Thank you so much. Some internet issues. I can just see all of a sudden my internet seems like it's frozen. It's back. It's back. Good that the internet is back. The Red Wolf is saying JT has expressed his desire to manage Chelsea, but acknowledged it's a 10-year process. This is the next step for him to achieve that. Yep. And then why not? This is probably the best way to, progress if you want to be a manager. Start from the academy process, get to know, those academy players, get to know the manager, learn as much as you can, and then eventually enough, maybe you can take over. You can take over down the track as a manager. But I do want to see him manage elsewhere, to be honest. I do want to see him get proper jobs, proper managerial jobs elsewhere before he can even think about getting a Chelsea stint. We've seen what's happened to Frank Lampard. Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to make this Chelsea job is big, man. It's not a walk in the park. It's not a child's play. This is a big job. And you need some experience before you can come into Chelsea and handle some of these big names. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. Justice Enigua, big up, Miz, my bro. Good to see you, Justice. Mohammed Uzay. Yeah, watched Spider-Man yesterday too. Yeah, good movie. Good movie. I won't lie. I'm not going to give away too much if people are, thinking about watching it very soon. Mohammed Dek Abdi, Fofana or Attila? Yeah, Fofana is a really good one. Attila, I'm not really, honestly, I've not seen enough of him to say that I want him. Do you know what I mean? Like, Fofana is Premier League. We've seen the kind of damage he's done in the Premier League. He's a very, very good defender for Leicester. And he was I think one of the young defenders of the season last season. So I know he got the injury, but he's very young. He's only 20. So hopefully he should be getting over the injury very, very hopefully. Because I think he's destined to come back in January. So, you'd expect him to get over this injury within the next few months properly and ease back into it and go back to his, no. Absolutely cracking it. Absolutely cracking it. Versus Chelsea on Sky Showcase free to view. I hate that word process. Plus, I want to see another Legend Showcase. Absolutely. +1 process equals lack of solution. Exactly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get on to our first news. Before we do that, let's just bring up this particular comment. Mohammed Uzeg, thank you so much for this comment. Ziyech seems to be out for the game. Who else do you think? Will play? Yeah, it's going to be interesting who ends up playing in this particular match. I didn't even know that Ziyech was actually injured. So, yeah, looks like he's picked up that injury against Wolves. He did limp off. He was holding his back. So something must have happened in that particular regard. I think Lukaku will get some minutes. Pulisic will definitely probably start. Mason Mount should start. Hopefully Kante, Jorginho or Kovacic. It should be a strong team. It should really be a strong team. We're going to talk about that match soon or later down in the stream. But let's... Yeah, man. Obi, I'm really, really sorry. My Wi-Fi has been... It's absolutely cracked it in recent times, honestly. Hopefully it runs smooth, man. It's quite annoying. But anyway, let's get into this. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Law. When Matt Law starts tweeting these sort of things, there's worries. There's absolute worries in these sort of situations. Rudiger edges closer to Real Madrid move. I'm going to read out what this article was about. I can't bring it up in the screen because I don't have the subscription. But through iPhone, somehow it can actually, if you click on it, it actually goes through into the article without subscribing to it. I don't know. It must be a hack that iPhone has. Okay, so Real Madrid players expect Antonio Rudiger to join on free transfer from Chelsea at end of season. Contract talks between Rudiger and Chelsea have not moved on significantly since he rejected the club's first offer during the summer. It goes on to say, Rudiger only has 6 months remaining on his Chelsea contract, and talks between the player and the club have not moved on significantly since he rejected their first offer of £140,000 a week. I mean, I can't believe it. Chelsea's only offered $140,000. That's quite disappointing, man. It's really disappointing that Chelsea was only able to offer $140,000. That's a bit of an insult, honestly, if I'm being truthful about the whole situation. $140,000 would still not be one of the highest paid players at Chelsea, by no means. So I can understand why Rudiger is looking to go. It is understood that the German international wants around double that, which Real are willing to pay. And despite Rudiger claiming his first choice would be to stay at Stamford Bridge, so Rudiger wants to stay at Stamford Bridge. His representatives have so far shown little sign they are planning to negotiate with Chelsea. There is still time for the situation to change, but such is growing optimism with Real that Rudiger will join them. Players at the Spanish club are now convinced that the defender will become a teammate in the summer. Rudiger was a Chelsea teammate of Eden Hazard and Thibaut Courtois, who both left the club to move to Real. Courtois refused to extend his contract, Real Madrid, and then talks about Hazard. Also goes on to say, Rudiger also knows Austrian defender David Alaba, who he tried to convince to join him at Chelsea last summer. Alaba decided to move to Real on free transfer from Bayern Munich instead, and now the pair could link up in Madrid. So, look, ladies and gentlemen, this is probably going to happen. Antonio Rudiger is most likely going to leave. That's how it's all panning out. In about a few days' time, he's going to be able to go into a pre-contractual agreement. And there doesn't seem to be anything from Chelsea or even Rudiger's agent's point of view, as per Matt Law, that there's going to be a negotiation between the two parties. So, yeah, man. I mean, how we got players like Barkley, we still got players like Bakayoko in our books. Then we got players like Saul, who's been all right in recent times. Like, obviously, we got him on loan. Drinkwater, Baba Rahman, all of these players, they're still in our books. Yes, they're on loan, but they're still in our books. How are we able to keep these players but we're not able to give a contract to Rudiger. This does not look great on Chelsea. Honestly, it does not look great on Chelsea. I want to know how you guys feel. How you guys feel about Rudiger? Look, I'm sure we're going to move on. We're going to move on from this situation. We're going to move on and we're going to find another defender. But it's quite frustrating. It really is that we aren't able to keep Rudiger. Let's have a look at some of your comments now. Galupe, very frustrating. Absolutely right. Aloisi, that's an insult to Rudy. I mean, honestly, 140,000 a week. 140,000 pounds a week. That's still not one of the top earners at Chelsea. You got players like Chilwell. You got players like Lukaku. Werner. Timo Werner. Timo Werner's on somewhere around 250k or something like that. Something ridiculous. Kai Havertz is on big money. Rudiger's coming to the best team in the world. Fudita must be a Real Madrid fan. If I can see that. Can't really make out that profile pic, but yeah. I mean, yeah. Rudiger's going to be teaming up with Eden Hazard, Vinicius Jr., Benzema, David Alaba. Real Madrid's building something strong, and if they can get like a Erling Haaland as well, you never know. You never know. Robin George, how you, brother? How was Christmas Day? Yeah, good, my man. Doing really good. We had a family barbecue on Christmas Day, so that was fantastic to spend that with the entire family. Guadalupe, Madrid bigger and more ambitious. Yeah, I mean, there's no denying the fact that Real Madrid is bigger. There's absolutely no denying this. With all the Champions League trophies, La Liga trophies, and I just wonder, how do you think Rudiger would do at Real Madrid? I feel like Rudiger's been doing well because he's in a back three. I'm not sure if he goes to a back four, whether it's going to be all the same again. That's my biggest concern. Rudiger could get a good contract, good money, but those Real Madrid fans, if you stuff up, you're done. They're pushing for Koundé. Yeah, let's talk about some replacement. I like Jules Koundé. He's got that aggressive, that aggro nature to him, which I like. He threw the ball at Jordi Alba the other day, and I know he ended up getting himself red carded, which obviously you don't want to see that at Chelsea, but I like that attitude. If that attitude can be channeled a lot more to how Rudiger kind of controls it now, that S-housery, I think Koundé. And on top of that, Koundé is a very skillful defender, very, very skillful defender. Can play multiple positions as well. So whether it be in the right CB, right wing back, sort of right-sided defender of the back four. Can even play middle CB in a back three if we continue on with that. Koundé would be very, very good indeed. How's Real Madrid more ambitious? I mean, there was the whole Galactico situation at Vetia. I'm not sure if you've seen the whole Galactico situation. They don't shy away from buying big stars, man. They really don't. They're always there in the Champions League. This season, they're going to be big again. I know they got PSG. They are, I don't know if they can be classified as more ambitious, but they're an ambitious club. There's no doubt about that. The history of that club is incredible. We're very ambitious as well. And I want to see this ambition really flourish for Thomas Tuchel. Thomas Tuchel deserves to get his players. And I want to see in summer, all our players that we've bought under Frank Lampard, if they're not doing well, we need to hurry up and get rid of them. Do you know what I mean? We shouldn't dwindle around and hope that they're going to come good. There's no hoping business around here. That for me would show ambition. And I hope we can show that for Thomas Tuchel, if I'm being honest. Kittle, if we drop points in the coming games, including Liverpool and City, Tuchel might come under pressure. I don't know. I don't think he'll come under pressure. He's won a Champions League with us. We're in the top 3. We're in top of the Premier League for a little while. I think if he drops points up until then, that could be an issue. If we can win against Aston Villa, if we can win against Brighton, and then we'll see what we can do against Liverpool and City. But if we drop points today, if we drop points against Brighton, and then teams like Arsenal start catching up, Man United start catching up, I think if he falls out of top 4, that's when things could get a bit iffy, because we're a club. Top 4 should be a given. We shouldn't have to fight for it. It should be a given. Yeah, he's gone to Real Madrid. Flies Rudy, no. Yeah, Rudy's gone, my man. Rudy's gone. Miz, our club is becoming Liverpool. Yeah. Big stars. I want our club to get to a situation where we keep the big stars and we attract big stars in the future. You know, whoever is the next Neymar or whoever is the next Eden Hazard, next, I don't know, Ronaldo, Messi, if there is ever a next Ronaldo or Messi, I don't know. I want them to get attracted to Chelsea. I want them to come to Chelsea. And us not being that sort of stepping stone of a team. Do you know what I mean? Like, you look at players like Timo Werner, Kai Havertz, Ziyech. Lukaku's probably the out and out. Like, he was one of the top 3-4 strikers in the world. So him coming in, that's a big signing. But your Werners, your Kai Havertz, your Ziyech, Pulisic, they're good signings, big signings, but they're not your top of the range. I'm talking about top of the range kind of, you know, signing. So, yeah. I'd like to see the top dogs. The top dogs. Robin George, I just need to see how Rudiger is treated like after seeing the Terbois treatment. Yeah. In Rudiger's situation, I don't think Chelsea fans should be too negative with him, because at the end of the day, Rudiger is the one who wants to stay at Chelsea. Chelsea wants him to stay, but Chelsea's not going to give him that money. That's the issue. But I don't really understand why Chelsea's not doing that. Rudiger was always going to leave, to be honest. Flies, your live stream is really bad today, bro. The camera is blurry. Yeah, it's not my camera, man. It's my Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi has been strange the last couple of days, so do apologize, but try and make do, man. This is what IT is all about. You're going to get days where Wi-Fi might not be that great. You're going to get days where it's absolutely clean. So I hope you guys can hang in. Salah is an attacker. No defender deserves 300k a week. I don't think he was asking for 300k, Sosa. He was asking for about 204. So he was saying, I think the article was saying he got offered £140,000 a week, but I think he was looking at double that, 280. Yeah, you're right. It is close to 300. Yeah, it is closer to 300. And yeah, you're right. Chelsea's never going to be giving that kind of money for a defender. Off the back of 12 months of great performance from Rudiger. You got to understand, the club was looking to sell Rudiger just 12 months ago. Literally 12 months ago, the club was looking to sell Rudiger. And now for the club to do a 360 and offer him 300k, and it all depends on how many years you're going to give him as well. They're just not going to do that. And he's closer to 30. I think he's 28. He'll be 29 next year. They're just not going to give him a big-time contract with 300k a week. long term. Jeff Knightley, those players are the reason we can't afford top player wages. Yep. You're right. We've not been too smart with our wages, man. Someone like Timo Werner is on amazing wages. But you know what? I don't fault the players for this. The players will obviously bargain the best wages for themselves. It's for the club to negotiate and make sure that you're paying the right amount of money. I mean, players like Reece James and Mason Mount are nowhere near, and they're looking for new contracts very soon, but they're nowhere near the caliber of wages that Kai Havertz is on, Timo Werner is on, Lukaku's on. And you'd think Reece James and Mason Mount should probably be one of the top earners of the club. On top of that, they're academy players, so you've not even had to pay any transfer fees for them. So you can afford to pay more. Do you know what I mean? Good to Lupa. They sustain big trophies, wins Chelsea sell players on renewals and buy young, hence win less afterwards. Yeah, absolutely. Obi, Rudiger is our best defender. That's why he doesn't get rotated in his position. 100%. We don't have an LCB. It's Rudiger or it's Malang Sarr. So make a selection. We absolutely have no backups for Rudy. And Rudy realizes that maybe if there was a backup, maybe Rudy be like, yeah, maybe I can't ask for that much money. Ladies and gentlemen, keep smashing the like button. We're 27 minutes into the stream. Over 107 of you guys are live. Let's get the likes up to 100 plus. The aim of the stream is 100 likes. We're only up to 38 likes. Let's get that bump in. Let's get to 50 likes straight away. That's only 12 likes away. And then we'll go for 70, then we go for 100. Let's get to 50 likes. That's another 11 more likes to 50 likes. Let's get there ASAP, ladies and gentlemen. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe as well. Make sure you subscribe. Robin George is saying, how's this different? And you didn't even see the summer window yet. Football extremist, let's be honest. If we lose him, it's our cup of tea. If we lose him, it's our cup of tea. Yeah, I mean, look, life does move on. Rudiger is a top defender, but life will move on. And there was some talks that maybe we could look at Levi Colwill. There was some recent articles saying that Levi Colwill could be looked at. Let me see if I can bring that up. Meanwhile, smash the like button, guys. I want to see if, because I saw somewhere that this news that Levi Colwill could be looked at. There we go. Look at this. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Thomas Tuchel will take a look at Levi Colwill next preseason, the Athletic. He's a left-sided CB. What do you guys think about Levi Colwill? Should he come into the team as an understudy? Because I don't think we're really rumored with any else left-sided CBs. I think De Ligt, Fofana could possibly play that, I suppose, as well. Let's see what you guys have to say about this. Victor, really good to see you, my man. Rudiger's situation is different to Courtois. Courtois didn't even attend training and tried to force a move away. But Rudiger wants to stay at Chelsea. That refuses to give him that amount of money. Yeah, this is... Rudiger and Courtois is totally different, man. Rudiger's been so professional about it. He wants to stay at Chelsea. He's fighting like mad. Till today, every match. He's probably the one who's been fighting like an animal. That desire, that passion. is probably at the highest level, more than anyone else, if I'm being honest. But Courtois, he wanted to leave. He wanted to leave. He wanted to go back to Real Madrid. It's two different things. Miz, we're not United or Real Madrid. What do you expect? They have been dominating for 70 years. Yeah. Yeah, man. Let me know about Levi Colwell, guys. What do you guys think about Levi Colwell? The Red Wolf. I thought Chalobah played on the left when he was at Ipswich Town. Could be mistaken? Yeah, I think he played on the left for. At times, he's played for FC Lorient on the left side. Let's actually check this out. Let's check this out. I'm pretty certain. And this could be a very good chat, actually. Trevor Chalobah on LCB. This could be a good shout. Let's have a look at that. "22 years old, 190 meters, man. Chalobah, what a find he's been. He's been an absolute sensational find for us. Let's have a look at Chalobah's last season. I think that'll tell us straight away. Liga, 29 matches, 2 goals, 2 assists. Nah, he hasn't. He hasn't. I thought he did. He's played right back, right mid, centre mid, defensive midfield, CB. He hasn't really played anything on the left side. Maybe he's done for Ipswich. Let's have a look at Ipswich Town. So obviously he played for FC Lorient. Let's have a look at what he did the season before, 1920. Let's have a look at that. For Ipswich Town, it seems. Nah, he hasn't done that either. 30 matches in DM, 5 matches, 30 matches in DM, man. He's played a lot of DMs. So let's go one more season back. Trying to figure out if this player has actually played left back at all. Championship again. Nah, he hasn't. Once again, 42 matches in DM. Looks like he hasn't. He hasn't played. But I feel like he could possibly do a job. He could do a job. Let's have a look at what you guys think of Levi Colwell. Who could be a replacement for Rudiger? I want to hear from you guys. Do you think Kunde could do that? Do you think Fofana could do that as a LCB? Do we have an LCB in our ranks at the moment? Could Levi Colwell possibly be able to do that? De Ligt is another name that's been linked, but De Ligt is worth a lot of money. His wages is crazy. Means all our academy players, Reece, Mount, and Chalobah, are improving game by game. They have raised expectation of the academy prospects 100%. 100% agreed. And this is why I don't want to disregard Levi Colwell one bit. Rudiger will be a loss. Good to see you, Declan, in Ireland, by the way. Rudiger will be a loss, but I think Levi Colwell has more ultimate potential. Play Colwell alongside Silva next season for experience, and he'll really develop. Let's have a look at Levi Colwell. Yes, let's check out Levi Colwell. Let's see what he's been up to. Huddersfield. 18-year-old, 187 meters tall. Contract expires. Nah, it's got till 2025. Let's have a look at what he's been doing in current season. 17 games in the championship, ladies and gentlemen. 1 goal, 1 assist. Look at that. 18 games in CB position. But it's a left-footed player. Let's have a look at this profile. Foot left. Defender, centre back. Yeah, look at this. These are the areas where he's played. The left side. So he can definitely do a job. There's no doubt about that. He can definitely do a job. I want to see what Huddersfield... check this out. Levi Colwell, who scored. I was under the impression that Levi Colwell was actually playing as a 3 at the back, one of the defenders and 3 at the back. Match statistics. Okay. Let's pick us one of the latest one that he's played in. Against Derby, 1-1. Where's that? 27th. Huddersfield versus West Brom. Yeah, this was the last one, Bristol City. Let's have a look at this one. Oh, they don't have that. Oh, no, here we go. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Levi Colwell. It's part of a back 3. Vishnu saying this was back in August. Date. Saturday 18th, December 2021. This is the latest one. Levi Colwell playing as a LCB. Heat maps. Yeah. He can definitely play. He can definitely play, ladies and gentlemen. Levi Colwell as a LCB is a definite possibility, no doubt about that. Let's see what you guys have to say before we start talking about John Terry. Bobby Fairview, do we know what exactly is causing the EPL from implementing 5 substitutions given the crisis? Tradition, man, tradition. That's what's stopping it. They don't want to move away from tradition. Leeds United old school. Fake that penalty against Leeds, laying down with a green. Come on, man, don't be salty. Nothing was fake. He got there was some sort of touch, minimal or not. At the end of the day, penalty. It was penalty. Tumosiela, AC can play at LCB. Nah, I wouldn't. AC is either middle CB or a RCB. He could possibly do a job in LCB, but I don't even know what's going on with Andres Christensen and his contract situation. So God knows where that's at. If he's actually signing that contract extension as well. Everyone keeps telling me that it's just around the corner. It's just around the corner. Well, it's not happened. Augustia, Fofana can play LCB. I think he can as well. Yeah. He played there versus us in the FA Cup final this year and was fabulous. Yeah, do you know what? Let's have a quick look at Fofana. Wesley Fofana. I think he plays as last season when Leicester was playing as a back four. He was playing as the left-sided CB. Let's just have a look at this. Let's have a look at 1920. Yeah, I mean, 22 times. It says CB, but he does play the left-sided CB. So I'm bring up that profile. It's probably easier that way. Yeah. You can see that he can play either side of the CBs. He can either play right side or the left side. He's right-footed. But he could possibly play that. But I wouldn't disregard Levi Colwell one bit. I wouldn't disregard Levi Colwell. All right, a few more comments, and then we're going to move on to John Terry's situation. I think it'll be very interesting to talk about John Terry. Yeah, just came in. Terry returning to Chelsea, 100%. We're going to talk about that very, very soon. Sosa, please. Plus, it's not Roman. Chelsea have damn president. His name is Bruce Buck. When Roman not there, make decisions. Chalobah can play LCB. He played there for Lorient. Now, I just had a look. It shows that he hasn't. So I don't know whether I've missed out on it. People have told me that Chalobah has played for Lorient there, but transfer market's saying otherwise. But I could be wrong, or maybe transfer market is wrong. Miz, why can't Chelsea pay Rudiger 200k plus? Let me ask you this question, Miz. Kante at 28 with new contract, okay, he now 30, but why is it okay for Kante to get big rise, but not Rudiger? I think, look, if I was to make sense of this whole situation, this is what I'm thinking, how Chelsea's thought about the situation. Chelsea's probably thinking, 12 months ago, we were looking to sack this player. We were looking to sell him. And let's be honest, 12 months ago, from the time when he was bought, Rudiger was never world-class. He was never world-class under Sarri. He was good. He was never world-class. And he was definitely not world-class under Frank Lampard. In fact, under Frank Lampard, he was at his worst. And that was obviously had to do with injuries as well and whatnot. It was only the last 12 months. In fact, it hasn't even been 12 months because Thomas Tuchel came in, I think, on the 26th of January. So it's going to be 12 months next month. So it's been less than 12 months where Rudiger has been world-class. So I think Chelsea, the way they're thinking is, how could we have gotten this so wrong? We were literally looking to offload this player less than 12 months ago. And now we're going to give him 300k. I think there has to be some pride. There has to be some ego. You could probably say, I wish these sort of things just wasn't there in football. There's probably some sort of politics as well up front, high above. Some of the board members that probably opted to kick out Rudiger is now being forced to give him 300k or 280 or almost 300k. It's like that Declan Rice situation, isn't it? You know, not wanting to pay that much money. They let go of Declan Rice and now they're going to pay 100 million to bring back Declan Rice. It's going to hurt your pride. I think this is where the issue is. This is where the issue is. The player wants to stay. but the player wants a lot of money. Let's not make a mistake. And I don't know if 300K is... Then you're going to have Christensen saying, where's my 300K? Future players are going to start saying, if you give Rudiger 300K, what do you think Mason Mount's going to ask? Reece James? It really starts messing about with your wage structure. So I can understand why Chelsea now is also reluctant to pay that type of money, because it will damage the wage structure. Every 300K becomes the norm. It becomes the precedent. It becomes the base salary. So it's a difficult situation now. It's a very difficult situation. I want him to stay, but I think this is a foregone conclusion now. He's going to go to Real Madrid. But that's just my thought process around the whole situation. Wolves F1. Rudy replacement. That's task impossible. He has been so good since Tuchel comes. 100% agreed. Vishnu, I don't want AC anywhere other than middle centre back. He's average at RCB and disastrous anywhere else. Yeah, you're right. Sai Krishna, hey Miz, good to be back, and looks like Tuchel wants to have a look at Levi Colwell from the academy and Lacroix and Fofana. Yeah, for me, Levi Colwell, I hope we have a look at him. Jimmy Spliff TV, stop calling Rudiger world class. He cannot even play in a back two, even with that overhyping world class. Come on, Miz. Yeah, look, you may have a point. I'm just saying world class being in a three at the back. He's been a world class defender. For me, and it's an opinion based matter. He may not be world class for you, he may not be world class for many other people. But for me, in a back three, he's been world class. I completely get it. We have not seen him in a back two. And I still got my doubts. I've got massive doubts about him in a back two. When he goes to Real Madrid, if he does, looks like he probably will, because Real Madrid's going to give him that type of money. If he stuffs up, which could be a possibility, you just never know. He might not be as good as he looked in a back three. And I think Rudiger has said it many times. But, he said that his Roma days were fantastic because he was part of a back three. So, yeah. All right. Let's have a look at the next news. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the next news. Please smash the like button. We've got over 130 people live right now. We've got 65 likes. Let's get the likes up to 90 straight away. That's only 25 likes away. Let's get 25 likes to get to 90, and then we try and hit 100. Let's get to 90 straight away, guys. Let's hit that 90 mark. 66. Let's see if we can raise it. 67. Let's get those likes up to 90 straight away, guys. If you've been enjoying this, if you're here for the first time as well, subscribe. 68. We're creeping to 90. Let's go. 69. Come on, guys. Let's get to 90 likes immediately. We'll start talking about John Terry very soon. All right. This is the latest. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm actually very excited about this. John Terry is returning to Chelsea to assist with the youth development at Cobham. One source suggests his close relationship with Cech and his ties with Cuducini and Neil Bath have paved the way for his return. Simon Johnson, Gregg Evans. Ladies and gentlemen, how do you feel about this? John Terry, I think this is very good. Him being part of the youth setup. He's such a knowledgeable player. He's been recently, I don't know if you guys have been following him on Instagram. He's doing a lot of research on different styles of play, different formation, different philosophies. Him being there in the setup, unearthing the latest talent. I think Chelsea's vision is to unearth as many talent as possible from the academy and only buy world-class players from the market. No more buying bits and pieces. Buying only world-class when needed, and if not, academy. I think the academy has now proven they should not be disrespected. Jeremy Boga has gone from Sassuolo to Atalanta. We're making some money there as well, by the way, 6 million add-on fees. Another academy player, Tino Livramento. Look what he's doing. Armando Broya. Look what he's doing. Conor Gallagher. Billy Gilmore. Tarek Lamptey. You look at our team, full of academy players. I think Chelsea are now going to a particular perspective that academy players are going to be brought in. You look at what Harvey Vale has done against Brentford. Fantastic. I want to see a lot more of Harvey Vale. Tino Angerin is another player that was looking so good in the preseason. Chelsea's prerogative, I think, is to keep pumping and churning as much as talent as possible, not only for our benefit in the first team, but also if we are able to sell them and make money, generate income. We are going to become self-sufficient, where maybe Roman doesn't need to inject that often. And as I said, I think Roman will only inject when there is a world-class player and we don't have an answer in the academy. So say, for instance, we don't have a DM. Let's say we don't have a DM in the academy and we need a DM. We'll go to the market and we'll buy the best DM in the market. World-class DM. No prospect, that prospect can be looked at the academy. And I think John Terry is going to be vital to unearth some of this talent. And I think his relationship with Thomas Tuchel is going to be fantastic to see how that develops. I'm pretty sure Tuchel will be talking to someone like John Terry on a regular basis. He's going to be talking about the philosophy, Thomas Tuchel's philosophy of play, which Terry will then try and see if he can implement in the academy. It's going to be easier for the academy players to come into the first team if the academy team plays similar style, similar sort of philosophy as Thomas Tuchel's first team. It should be then seamless. I like this. I like this thinking from Chelsea. I really do. It just shows that Chelsea is now forward thinking. They're really trying to put all the pieces of the puzzle together to create the long-term plan. They're not just like throwing words out there and asking Thomas Tuchel just to create miracle. You need to lay the foundation. The foundation is being laid. And I like it. I really do. Let's have a look at what you guys are talking about here. Jimmy Spliff TV. Hit the like button. Come on, guys. Hit the like button. Over 130 people. Please smash the like button straight away. iTest Merchant, really good to see you, my man. Wow, that's big news. 100% this is big news. This is a good news. Vishnu, when Tuchel goes, the coach at the youth development level takes over the team and then takes over the world as a coach. Where have I seen that before? Oh, hello, Pep. Yeah, this has happened in Barcelona, but I don't want this to become just because Pep was able to do that, John Terry is going to be able to do it as well. Pep, let's not try and say that Terry is going to be the next Pep. He could be, but let's not try and put that brand on him. Pep Guardiola is incredible. Incredible. I would still like to see John Terry do this gig, obviously, unearth as many academy players as you can. And if he still aspires to be a manager of a top club, work yourself up there. Get a particular club, be the manager, and work yourself up there. I don't want him to be Chelsea manager immediately. It's a big job. Let me know what you guys think. Do you want to see the same scenario as you saw with Frank Lampard again, a club legend taking over Chelsea without any managerial experience? Georgia, good to see you. That's great news. Watch our young CBs going to be... Oh, yes. Yes. We're going to be producing some big-time CBs. Hopefully some DMs as well. Good defensive qualities. John Terry, one of the matches was goalkeeper. You never know. Maybe good goalkeepers as well. Yeah, Ampatu's another one. Ampatu's another one that we keep forgetting. He's another, another one of those youth players out there. But I don't think Ampatu was a Cobham player. I think we bought him. I don't think he's a Cobham player. Benekel Marquez, good to see you. How are you? I'm good. Thank you so much. Much appreciated for you asking. Hope you're doing well as well. Tibogo Labotse is saying we must thank the transfer ban and Lampard for playing our academy. Yeah, look, that transfer ban was probably a blessing in disguise because we've been able to dig into our academy and our academy got a lot of focus. And of course, we have to thank Frank Lampard to trust a lot of academy players during that time. So there's no doubt about that. Sorry, Krishna. Miz Mbuemba is going to go up and up now. That's another player, man. These names. Mbuemba. That's another superstar that will make it probably at Chelsea. He does train with the first team every now and then. I think in the last few weeks he was actually training with the first team because we didn't have enough numbers. Hala is saying, no, I don't believe in Terry as a manager. He's there just for a regular job and income. English coaches are rigid and they're not doing well. I mean, is it really there for the money? I mean, is John Terry bankrupt? Is it really about the money? I don't think so. I think John Terry always wanted to be in and around the Chelsea setup. And it's really good to see that this is coming to a fruition. I just want to quickly show you guys. Simon Phillips said this. Yeah. As I first reported on November the 14th on my website, John Terry is set to return to Chelsea in an academy role. Others now reporting. John Terry always wanted to be part of the setup. Let's have a look if we can check this out or not. Chelsea legend John Terry left his assistant manager role at Aston Villa in the summer to concentrate on becoming a manager himself. He had grown a solid reputation alongside Dean Smith at Villa. Yeah, you got to subscribe for it. But yeah, the bottom line, ladies and gentlemen, he's always wanted to be in the part of the setup. He always has. And I don't think it's about the money. I don't think it's about the money. He's got enough money. Now rival teams are happy because they are going to buy the Chelsea youths full of force. Example, Musiala, another one. Chelsea youth academy has to be probably better than La Masia. La Masia, do you guys remember La Masia maybe 10 years ago? Just producing talent after talent after talent. More than 10 years ago. During the, Iniesta, Xavi, Pedro, those sort of days. Chelsea Academy is probably one of the best now, if not the best, in world football. Guys in the live chat, let's leave the politics, please, for a second. I mean, I know John Terry's been involved in a whole heap of other things, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about how he's come back to Chelsea and assist in the youth academy, look at the development and whatnot. I'm not here to sort of do a review on his character. Let's leave that behind and let's talk about the particular news because, yeah, that in itself is a whole new thing. It's very controversial and each to their own on that particular matter. And I don't want to dwell on that right now. Bobby Fairview, John Terry should learn from Ryan Giggs and Frank Lampard. Go learn your trade in Championship or even lower leagues. I think he will. Look, let's be honest, he's not coming back as a manager. He's coming back. Let's just bring this up. He's coming back. John Terry is returning to Chelsea to assist with the youth development at Cobham. He's coming to assist with the youth development. He's not even coming back as a youth coach. So I think this is fair enough. I think this job will suit him. And then if he wants to be a manager from here on, go and manage maybe, as you said, a championship team, work yourself up, maybe even in the Scottish League, work yourself up and then get a Premier League team and then see where you can go after that. But ladies and gentlemen, what do you think of this particular appointment for the youth players? Do you think this is a positive move for Chelsea youth? Do you think he's going to be able to open up the gate even more, perhaps? Do you think he'll be able to do that? Open up the gate a lot more? Will we see a lot more youth players coming into Chelsea on a regular basis? Let's check out some more comments and then we'll... Jimmy's saying racism is politics. Really? Look, it's not, but... It's just I don't want to talk about that now, man. I'm not here to talk about what he did with Anton Ferdinand and Rio. I'm not here to talk about that, man. I'm here to talk about him getting an opportunity with Chelsea in the youth level for the youth development. That's for another day. That's another different topic. The topic was John Terry returning to Chelsea. So Advaita, top 3 with Ajax and Barcelona. Ajax Academy. That's also fantastic. It's also fantastic. Jason saying character and trust as major point when it comes to youth. I would not be comfortable my kids being looked after by Terry. Wow. There's a lot of youth players that look after John Terry, man. There's a lot of youth players that look up to John Terry. The Beautiful Game, good to see you, my man. You're more likely to believe JT if he tells you there's a player in our academy we need to bring through right now. Yeah, I'd have to say so as well. You'd believe JT if he sees a talent. He had high praise about Christensen, I believe, a long time ago. Declan Rice as well. Means he will definitely develop the youth quite well. I don't want to see the racism side of the things. He's Chelsea legend. I can only hope our defender come out with leadership qualities. 100% agreed. 100% agreed. Look, since few people are talking about this whole racism situation, I don't want to elaborate too much about it because that in itself is a topic and that's for another day. And I've got strong opinions about that as well. I don't think he did the right thing. Of course, he didn't do the right thing with Anton Ferdinand. And Anton Ferdinand's story is quite telling. He said that he hasn't even said sorry. So John Terry did something wrong there. There's no doubt about that. He didn't handle that situation well at all. He didn't handle the Wayne Bridge situation as well. That was bad. But at the end of the day, you can't also disregard all the things he's done for us, for Chelsea Football Club. The man gave his blood and sweat for Chelsea Football Club. He's a legend, man. God damn it, he's a legend. We've all done bad stuff in our life, man. We've all done bad stuff. Hell, I've done bad stuff in my life too, man. If I never got a second chance, then I wouldn't be here. Is JT really a bad character? Like, is he down to the bare bones a bad man? Like, for example, Joey Barton. Joey Barton was going around beating up every player every second day. And he had proper character issues. He's been in jail as well, I think, Joey Barton. John Terry, he's made mistakes. I'm not taking anything away. He's made mistakes. But is that it? That's it? Rip up the page, throw it away, see you later. You're not a legend. All the things you've done for this club, playing with pain, injuries, we'll forget everything. Can we forget everything? As I said, I've done some bad stuff in my life too, man. I've done some bad stuff. Am I done as well then? Am I cancelled? Do I not get a chance to redeem myself? Should we not give people a chance to redeem themselves? Yeah, that's all I want to say, to be honest. Christian Miz, he will definitely develop the youth quite well. I don't want to see the racist side of the things. He's Chelsea legend now. I can only hope our defenders come out with leadership qualities 100%. Bobby Fairview, aren't they all just allegations? I agree with you, Miz. We don't know facts. We learn and focus. Look, I'm not going to hide the fact. There may be allegations, but at the end of the day, there's truth behind it. And he definitely did some things wrong. There's no doubt about that. With Anton Ferdinand, with Wayne Bridge, I know he must have done things wrong. But what he's done outside of that, did he reach out to them? Did he not? What he tried? Like, we don't know since those incidents what has happened, what he has done. We don't know. But I don't think he's a bad person. I don't think he's a bad character. He's made some wrong decisions. I think he should be able, be given a chance to redeem himself. And I can't forget what he's done for Chelsea Football Club. That's how I look at it. Look, just because you say something doesn't mean you mean it. Terry said it in the middle of a game, in the heat of the moment. He was completely wrong to do it. It was rightfully stripped of captaincy. And look, I understand. At the end of the day, if there are people that are worried, you wouldn't want your kid to be part of that. I can understand that. I'm not disrespecting that one bit either. All right, one final comment, and we'll end it. Let's get the likes up to 100. 8 more likes up to 100 likes. It'll be fantastic to get 100 likes for the stream. That is always the target. Jimmy Spliff is saying, okay, I'm going to have to leave this convo. I love your page, Miz, but this is papering over the racist cracks. The reason why racism is still alive and well. We refuse to punish the racists. Have a nice day. I said it's wrong, and I'm against racism. But if this man is a different man now, should you not be able to give him a second chance, Jimmy? If this man reached out to you and said, look, I made a mistake and I want a second chance, do you not want to give him a second chance? This guy is not someone who's like a serial racist person who goes out there and just, you know, yeah. I'm not taking this lightly one bit, but it's just we need to put some perspective around what has happened in this scenario. So yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys have enjoyed this. Please smash the like button. Only 6 more likes to 100, and that'll be fantastic to see. Make sure you join us for the watch along, which will be in 5 hours or so time. So make sure you tune in for the watch along. And yeah, check out the preview if you haven't seen the preview. It's live in the videos at the moment. And yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed this. And until next time, if you're here for the first time as well, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Until next time, so yeah.